Sir Fix-a-Lot here. This is part of the 30, 60, and 90,000 maintenance, 1,000-mile maintenance on the BMW e46 3 Series. This is a 2004 330i, but this is basically the same as any of the 1999 through 2005 e46s. This is basically the stock Airbox, and I'm going to be changing out the air filter in it. So in order to get to the air filter, I'll show you that in a second, but I'm going to replace it just with a man filter. This is a stock filter, stock paper element. You can replace this with a K&N filter if you want. It's the same procedure. So what we're going to do is there are 5 clips around the airbox, and all you really need is just a simple screwdriver and flat screwdriver, and that'll get you everything disconnected here in order to get to that air filter. There are 5 clips around the air filter here. They look just like this, and they have a metal band that locks down the lid itself. So you just flip this up and then pull back on the metal band, and there's 5 of them. There's one here, here, here. It's very difficult to get one right here by the power steering reservoir, and then there's one over here which actually requires the use of a screwdriver in order to pull back on the metal part. So you unclip that and then pull that back, reach down here, get this one, pull that one back, and then unclip this one here. You're going to have to remove the electrical connection for the mass airflow sensor. You're going to need to actually move this all the way out, and then you have to disconnect with the screwdriver the hose clamp. So get that loose. Once you have all 5 clips undone, then it should come out relatively easily. You have to pull this back here, and it disconnects right there. And here's the unit, or the top, off of the airbox itself. Put that aside, and you have the old air filter in place. You take that out. It usually has some debris underneath, and what you want to do is you want to vacuum clean the airbox before you install the new filter. So here's the old one, and here's the new one, but really the air intake is on the bottom side, and that's really what matters. It's always a good idea to vacuum clean the inside, or the intake, for the mass airflow sensor. And I've vacuum cleaned the box itself. Now the new filter just drops right in like that. And then assembly is basically in the reverse procedure. Make sure that the snorkel hooks up to the air intake port here, and you just basically move airflow sensor hose in place. So it kind of gets connected all at once, and then just make sure your air filter is in place, and then the box should drop straight over it like this. And it's just a matter of putting the clips back on, make sure your airflow sensor electrical connections back on, and you tighten up the hose clamp for the mass airflow sensor. And that's all there is to it for an air filter change on an E46.